Hey, here we are again. It is day number 13 and part number 2, and this duel we will start with right now is probably the most interesting of them all. Australia against Argentina. The two teams which have an A in their country name. And what makes it so special is that both teams in the league are in place number 5 and 6. Both have 16 points and both can turn the table a little bit around by getting a score here, because that would be 18 points and that would be either first, second or third place. So very interesting. Two super strong teams which are battling against each other. Australia 8 victories, 0 draws and 4 losses. So one of the only teams which doesn't have a draw yet. One of the only dreams probably too. And starting with some points by the Fire Elemental, who takes out the very strong Elite Ranger from Argentina. Kirin is winning and out of the game now. Big Forest Spider does the job. Ikari Archer can only get a draw against the Sapphire Golem, or the other way around probably. Sapphire Golem should score. Oh, Flameling loses, but also the Sea Troll is not there anymore. And the last card in this duel is a win by the Blue Energy Knight. We have a 5-5 in the first round. And we have two teams with destroying units. So if those two destroying units bounce on top of each other, that would be perfect for Australia. I didn't press the right button here. And we are going into the second round of this duel. Oh yeah, that's important. Ooh, for Australia. And that was also important for Argentina. So that was... Oh, Elite Ranger wins, but is out. Big Forest Spider. Yeah, of course, Three-Headed Monkey wins this. Would have won anyway against the Kirin, and the Flameling wins against the Fire Elemental. No, actually not. Fire Elemental wins. The Flameling loses. And our cat woke up once again when I'm talking. It always wants something to talk about too. Ikari Archer also wins. And this one goes to the Sapphire Golem from Australia. So here we have a tendency 11-9, looking a bit better. It's such a tight game. It is really tight. Both teams are having a tough fight against each other. I'll mix them right now so I don't have to do this later. We have to adjust the points one more time. Set the camera back on and we go into the last round of this duel. Whoopsie, what am I doing? What the heck is it happening? It is. The Three-Headed Monkey loses against the Earth card. Oh, this looks very good for Argentina. So important. Ikari Archer also wins. And the Kirin, of course, too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So now Australia has to win the last two. One of them is working, but is it the last one? Yes, it's happening. I actually forgot. I forgot that this is happening. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a draw between the two teams, which actually means the very first draw for Australia. Now there's only one team left which doesn't have a draw yet, which is England. All other teams were drawing. Yeah, and both teams share the points, so both teams now have 17 points. Not sure if it helped any of the teams. They should have advanced to a win, but it's a nice and fair result, I guess. It's India against Germany now. India and Germany, both teams are fighting to not fall down in the table. At the moment, they don't have to worry, but it can always happen. India on place number 16, Germany on 13. Germany at least won a couple of European duels. And we have here a duel of two golems, which could face each other. Not only two golems, actually 4 golems in total at least in this duel here. Now, Pingu Samunja loses against the Steel Golem. So good start for India. Oh, Fire Ghost is not a spirit card. I thought this would be a win for the Flesh-Eating Plant, but turns out it's Germany. Griffin gets a good point, not 2, but only 1, against the Adamantium Golem because it can fly. And the Green Energy Knight wins against the Shadow Pixie. And the Ruby Golem wins against the Sand Golem. Hello counter. 3 points for India, 7 for Germany. Oh, ow. India is not in the best situation. They have lost too many games in the last couple of weeks. That has to stop. Probably not against Germany, as it looks like. They have done a very good job in Germany. Yeah, for their only, let's say, 29 points of total score, which we have established before the league started, they are doing very well. Fire Ghost gets a draw against the Sand Golem. Sorry, bro. Not today. Griffin, another draw against the Adamantium Golem. Very good draws here. And the Ruby Golem just wins against the Flesh-Eating Plant. Pingu Samunja gets a draw against the Shadow Pixie. Again, a pretty good draw. But the Energy Knight loses against the Steel Golem. Oh! So that is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for both teams. So 8 to 12 in the end. And yeah, Germany looks forward for the last round because, yeah, a lot of draws that is possible with the flying and the golem cards. And that's all what Germany needs now. They don't want a team which is unpredictable like USA. They need a team which is a bit calmer, has the drawing options a bit more often. Last round. Oh, Griffin loses against the Shadow Pixie, one of India's best cards. And the Fire Ghost gets a draw against the Sand Golem. That is not so bad for India too, I would say. There is the team leader clash, Adamantium Golem against the Ruby Golem. Flesh-Eating Plant and Pingu Samunja also a draw. So it is the final card which is decisive. The Steel Golem wins! Ay. And what a result! It is 15 to 15. So many draws on this day. And what a comeback by India! It was all because of the Shadow Pixie in the end once again. Whoa! 15-15. So yeah, I guess both teams can be okay with this score in the end. And here we go. It might be a brutal duel. Indonesia against Mexico. So not only that, Mexico is definitely by far on the very last place with only 3 points, which is 3 points away from Canada or 4 points away from Vietnam. So that is tough, but Indonesia is on place number 3. So besides that fact, the worst part might be that Indonesia has at least 2 fire cards, while Mexico has at least 2 earth cards, and one of them is already meeting a fire card. Here we go. Hill Dwarf and the Earth Ghost. That's a draw. Second Coal Sage, no chance against the Orc Shaman. And the Dark Warlord just loses against the Wendigo. Earth Elemental is taken out by the Manticore, so one of the best cards of Mexico is down. And Indonesia gets the points. The Giant Tree can win against the Coral Golem, but still 7-3. That is the language which Indonesia is talking about right now. And that might be very, very, very tough to come back for Mexico. So once again, let me give this prediction. Actually, I don't think it's possible. Mexico is just too weak to fight or compete against those kind of teams. Oh dear. Oh dear. No, this shouldn't have happened. Maybe this though. Let's see. Okay, that was a very, very good win. Giant Tree against the Wendigo. 2 points for Mexico. Dark Warlord. There is the destroyed card here. So it is 2 points. +3 power for the Dark Warlord on the battlefield against the Orc Shaman. That was helpful. Coal Sage wins against the Earth Ghost. My gosh. Okay, of course. Oh, it's the Manticore. So Earth Elemental is back again. And the last card is the Hill Dwarf. It's a draw here. Okay, so 3 points against 7. That is 10-10. And I have to close the window because the people outside are talking so much. One moment. So I closed the window, that was unbearable. And we have the last round and the surprising, very surprising 10-10 at the moment. Now, will Mexico make the impossible? And what did I say? I said in the beginning, it won't happen, it cannot happen. And now, okay, let's see. Whoa, once again, Giant Tree gets 2 points against the Wendigo. Oh, that is a draw. Earth Ghost, 1 against the Earth Elemental. The Earth Ghost just flies away. Oh, and that is not the water card. I forgot again, but still. Coral Golem wins this. Looking good for Indonesia. No destroyed card. No destroyed card. Otherwise the Dark Warlord would have won. Like this, it's only a draw. And I thought this would have been fatal, that there was no destroyed card here. Instead, it is the worst for the Dark Warlord here. Because the Manticore wins again. Otherwise this would have probably been a draw, right? Yes, it would have been a draw. Oh, it is. That was the trickiest tricks ever that Indonesia could have played. My gosh. So, the end result is 16-14. It was so close. It was so close. My gosh. Poor Mexicans. I really feel sorry for them. And not only that, it looks like Indonesia might compete to get the first place. We will see at the end of this day. We have number 7 against number 19. Where is Italy? There it is, against Canada. Yeah, and Canada also still, yeah, place number 19, but they also have 2 victories now, and they also have proven or shown that they shouldn't be put aside that easily. They have the chances to make some good points. And while Italy has 15 points, still wants to remain the best European team. Here we go. Inuin wins against the Beast Kid. And Shana loses against the Ether Elemental. So far, a back and forth. Orc Archer wins against the Cloud. No, oopsie. But the Doomer loses against the White Energy Knight. Was this actually... Yeah, it's 10 points for the Energy Knight. And this is the last round, while the Blue Dragon just takes the win against the team leader, the Beholder. 6 points for Italy, 4 for Canada, and 1 destroyed unit, obviously. Yeah, so far a very interesting duel. Canada can keep up with the Italian power. Second round. Oh no. That doesn't look good for Canada. Once again, Inuin though takes the first points here. And oh, it's the destroying ability. So of course the Blue Dragon wins, but is out now. Ooh. Oh, Orc Archer cannot shoot down the Ether Elemental. And it's the Shana. The Shana loses against the White Energy Knight. So he can be really happy that he was on this position because he made it happen in the end. And that's a draw. It's a draw, one of those super rare draws of the Doomer. And taking out the Cloud Gnome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is only 3 points. I mean, 2 destroyed units on Italy's side. That is, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I have the feeling, if not the wrong cards, no fire card here, and definitely no water card here. If that's not gonna happen, so no, it's not gonna happen. Curious. Oh my god, Inuin wins. And not only that, the magical thing happens. The Doomer wins against the Blue Dragon. If I tell a story to this to anybody, nobody will believe me. Canada going back. Orc Archer wins. It's equalized. And the Ether Elemental wins against the Shana. And the Beholder wins against the Cloud Gnome. Wow! Another draw. Today is draw day. Fantastic. 15-15. Ultimate comeback. Only because of the 2 destroyed units for Italy. A big chance and the only chance that Canada has, and it worked out fine this time. Italy very disappointed, obviously, because Spain overtook them now. Last round, Vietnam is facing Russia. Russia and USA, 2 of those teams where they can lose and win against anybody. So unpredictable. And Vietnam is probably the #1 team to be the unluckiest team in the whole Zurubang League, because they meanwhile lost 16-14 4 times already. 4 times the clutch result, which leads the Vietnam to be on place number 17. So hopefully they don't lose, and if they lose, hopefully not 16-14. It starts off very well for Russia. The Druid wins against the Werewolf. Oh, Baphomet gets shot down by the Death Scarecrow. clay golem is taken out by the basilisk and loses the duel, is turning into a water card, which is no threat at all for any of the Russian cards. Lizard archer loses against the Terraci. And oh my god, the otter warrior wins against the gnomeling. Ay, 6 points for Vietnam, for Russia, just by 1 point. Very nice. Now Vietnam has to deal with the card less, which is a guaranteed loss. So it's basically, if I want to tell it like this, it's already 6-6 right now. So it's equal. An equal score between both teams. Camera is set, cards are mixed, second round. How will Vietnam do? Once again, the Baphomet loses against the Death Scarecrow. I was already thinking like, oh, okay, that's a victory, but again, I've been proven wrong. The Terraci loses against the Gnomeling. I was laughing for a moment, but I'll take that back. That was a great and important victory. Oh, it's the Basilisk again. Not so good, but still, of course, points are points. And the Lizard Archer loses against the Otter Warrior. He gains +8 power against any water card. Oof, that is important, yeah, especially here. Vietnam is actually in a big favor with this Otter Warrior. But also the Druid wins against the Werewolf, so it is a 10-10, and the last round is approaching. Oh no, Vietnam, please. Not again, not again. 16-14. Come on, you can do it. Nothing against Russia. Don't be mad, Russia. I'm sorry for that. But I really feel for Vietnam a little bit, to tell you the truth. Okay, here we are, last round. How does it look like? Are there any clutches? So at least the Baphomet is avoiding, but maybe it's not avoiding a victory. Oh, the Gnomeling loses against the Death Scarecrow. This was the best duel the Death Scarecrow ever played. Oh, the Otter Warrior is on the wrong position. Druid also wins the 3rd time in a row. Terraci obviously wins against the Baphomet. Oh, and it is the Werewolf. Finally, it turned around the luck. The Werewolf wins against the Lizard Archer. 16-14, and not the other way around. So important for Vietnam, finally getting 2 more points and having 9 points in total. And Russia was on place number 11, is probably on place number 12 or something like this, or even less. However that will look like, we will see in the scores, like how the teams played against each other, a lot of 15-15 results, and then we can look at the table. And that was day number 13. Hope you enjoyed it, and we see each other on day number 14. Bye bye.